Because yes, the incident horrifying, but also horrifying has been the way the crew reacted to the senior citizen in question. She was 70-year-old. I want to connect right now to my colleague Polumi, who's been tracking details of the incident. Polumi, a statement might have been given out by Air India, but grave questions now arise at the back of the letter of the elderly senior citizen, which the airline cannot get away with.
Oh, absolutely not. Several questions, in fact, about the airline concerning which the DGCA has taken note as well. Now, the DGCA only received a report concerning this yesterday, which is when the media reported about it. And we're talking about an incident that happened on November 26th last year. So now the DGCA learns of it. The DGCA, of course, does its own fact-finding. Prima facie, it gets a reply from the airline. And on the basis of it, it decides that the airline and its crew's conduct in this incident was completely unprofessional. It did not appreciate its regulatory obligations in terms of how to deal with an unruly passenger. This is a complete systemic failure, is what the DGCA calls it, which is why the DGCA has now issued a show cause notice to the account manager Air India, as well as the director in-flight services, all the pilots and the cabin crew members who were on that ill-fated flight of AI 102 New York, New Delhi on November 26th. They've been given 2 weeks' time to submit their replies, depending on which, on the basis of which, the DGCA will then take any further action. But a clear indictment of the airline and its conduct in the context of this incident by the DGCA. Preeti.
You know, Polumi, stay on with me, because, you know, what's intriguing yet deeply shocking is that this is just not one particular incident. You know, it's strange, but I want to quickly get our viewers up to speed with this second incident, viewers. Yes, another incident of mid-air on board one passenger again urinating on another passenger. Just 10 days after the November 26th incident of a man peeing on his co-passenger mid-air, another incident again of an inebriated drunk male passenger urinating on a blanket of a female passenger was reported on the Paris-Delhi Air India flight. This incident happened on the 6th of December on Air India flight 142, and the pilot of the aircraft reported the matter to the air traffic control at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, following which the male passenger was apprehended. What is shocking is that the passenger was allowed to leave after the two passengers had a mutual compromise, and the accused tendered a written apology. Polumi, would you give us details? Do we know the name of this particular passenger? This is the second incident that happened. Detail the incident for us.
Well, we're trying to get more details about this incident. This incident, of course, was not reported yet again by the airline. We spoke to our sources within the DGCA. They have no information or knowledge of any such incident. The Delhi police did not get any sort of case which was registered in this matter. They, of course, are claiming, sources are claiming that this is because, I beg your pardon, this is because the woman flyer chose not to, in fact, proceed forward with a police case, and the two passengers in question came to a mutual compromise, quote unquote, and a written apology was given by the male passenger to the female passenger, because of which the matter was settled, and this unruly and obnoxious male passenger was allowed to get away again scot-free. But the airline has a lot to answer for. Yes, the pilot did report the matter to the ATC, after which, of course, the CISF apprehended the male passenger on arrival. But a case should have been registered against him. We're waiting to hear from the airline as to whether they took any sort of action against the male passenger, whether they, in fact, put him on a no-fly list. What is the course of action that they followed? Because as far as the reporting the incident is concerned, as should have been protocol, which is what DGC has reprimanded them in the November 26th matter. They did not report this December 6th matter to the DGC again. So several lapses again as far as Air India is concerned, raising huge questions on how is the airline allowing all of this to happen and allowing these passengers to get away scot-free.